Folks, let's take another look at the Gordy T-Type, which was made for Damien, and it's still really beautiful, with some fantastic grain, Birdseye Maple veneered top, absolutely superb. And Damien has actually since confirmed that it was in fact the veneer that was demonstrated to me by Gordon, and yeah, under the lighting, it's just absolutely stunning guitar. Yeah, these Schaller pickups are slightly different from the other guitars that I've been playing. Haven't quite got the bite, but when you use it with the preamp, then you suddenly do get a big and that's a voice of its own. So what we've got here is a maple neck with an ash body, and I suspect that this adds to the brightness that you get from a guitar such as this. So yeah, without more ado, I'll do a little bit more. We'll see what we get. Bit of a rocking sound from this Gordy. Another piece of magic from Manchester. Yeah, hope you like that. It's coming back to you, Damien, right now. See you soon, folks. Hey folks, welcome to the cockpit studio, and we're starting another series of looking at some of the wonderful instruments from Gordon Smith and Gordy, was the original Gordon Whittam, who was in the business and then went out on his own, 1982 I believe, and started creating his own versions of models. This is one, a T-style custom, very, very beautiful instrument. Yeah, I can just show you some of the burl if you can. It's difficult to make out in the studio lighting, but really nice Birdseye Maple top, single bound mahogany body, I think, but I think it could be ash. I'm thinking ash. I'm looking this. It's very dark finish, and I can see some very deep grey. Now I have an ash body, two ash bodies in fact, T-styles from Gordy, and they have very similar grains in them, very quite thick grain. So I think this is an ash body, maple neck, not particularly flamed, but some quite nice grain in it, bound as well, with a rosewood fingerboard and medium gauge frets, not too high, quite wide, what looks like a plastic nut, Grover gold tuners, one string tree, and the logo Gordy on the headstock. Okay, right, now this is quite a beast electronically. First of all, it has what I believe to be two Schaller humbucker pickups, which are splittable, and so they have control switches down here which allow you to do that. So this is the bridge, and this switch here is switching from humbucking to single coil for the bridge pickup. This middle one does the same for the neck pickup. This is a secret one, I'll get to that in a minute. And we have a volume control, a tone control, and a volume for this third switch here, which is actually a boost. Now, I remember on mine, I had boost on my Gordys, and they were, I believe, 20 dB boost, which is quite some. I'll demonstrate that in a minute. It's quite some boost. And obviously you have a three-way switch neatly placed next to the volume control, so some quite nifty pickup switching capabilities there, as opposed to having it up here where you've got to actually move your hand. The general finish of this for a 1986 guitar, at least we think it's a 1986 because the neck is dated that. It could possibly have been put together sometime later than that, but I can remember meeting up with Gordon and him showing me some veneers which this reminds me of, and he dampened the veneer and it really popped, and he was very proud of it. He said this is going to make somebody a really wonderful guitar, and it looks like it blooming well did. Look at that, fantastic. It's a fairly heavy body, coming in around about £8, and but not uncomfortable. It has strap locks on it, they're all gold fittings, and this Schaller roller bridge, quite a few people use these. In fact, Gordon used to like them a lot, and I've got both of my Gordys have this roller. The older ones had a locking screw at the side, so once you've set your intonation you could lock it in. And I've actually got other guitars that have got this. My Doggy Wilkes Answer has got this bridge, as has a Kiesel or Carvin. I think it was originally a Carvin. So quite a popular Schaller bridge for people to use, easily intonated, and the height adjustable with the quite dainty screws there. But altogether a really beautiful instrument, and I think the owner should be very proud of it. Okay, going to play over a little track of mine called Changing the Weather.